hands up, no turning back.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Strive Tribe podcast with your host, Devan Gonzalez. And here we're committed to personal growth and development and striving to become the best versions of ourselves. And today I really wanted to spotlight on a crucial element that threads its way through every successful story. And that's consistency, right? Consistency may seem like a dull word, but in practice, it's honestly a powerful word. It's truly what separates the dreamers from the achievers. So let's explore a little bit on how consistency shapes our success in 1, nutrition, 2, exercise, 3, mindset, and 4, personal development in general. So with that, let's start off with nutrition. Consistency in nutrition isn't about drastic diets or restricting yourself from your favorite foods. It's about consistently making better choices. Eating a salad once in a while won't make you healthy, just like eating one pizza won't make you unhealthy. It's what you do consistently over time that shapes your health, right? So having a cheat meal or having, a day, let's say for a birthday or a celebration or something, and you want to binge a little bit, by all means, that doesn't mean you're unhealthy. If 99% of the time you're showing up and you're consistently eating healthy, you can treat yourself every now and then. But what are you doing when no one's watching, right? Are you choosing the meal that you know you should have, or are you choosing the meal that you want, right? If you have your macros planned out, are you actually sticking to them? Or are you the kind of person that is sticking to them for the most part? And then when someone asks you, you tell them that, I'm counting my macros and I've been, watching what I eat for X amount of, weeks, months, whatever. But then you're the same person that's going out and then, when no one's watching, getting a Coca-Cola with your salad, So consistency with nutrition, it breaks down and hones down to your choices day in and day out, right? Are you actually watching what you eat, or are you actually tracking what you eat? Is what you're eating lining up with your goals, right? If you think about your goals based on like a weekly period, if you're tracking your goals and your progress on a weekly period, are you doing the things you need to do day after day and, to make it so that you're actually consistently showing up for the entire week with your nutrition? And if not, why not? Why do you keep going in eating the foods that you know you shouldn't have? Why are you letting your wants get above your needs? Because if your want to hit that goal isn't as strong as the want to have that slice of pizza or those fries, then you have an imbalance of your goals and your actions, right? Your actions are not lining up with where you want to be and what you say you truly want. Because if that's the case, what you truly want is just to eat whatever you want and not worry about, the results. Because nutrition is a cause and effect thing. You eat like shit is the cause. The effect is you're going to look like shit. You eat like shit, you feel like shit, right? If you eat how you're supposed to eat, then you're going to feel better. Your results are going to start to form, right? You will start noticing it doesn't happen right away. And that's the thing with consistency. Realize eating healthier, it may immediately make you feel good for that day and have more energy and stuff like that because, you're fueling your body with what you need. But to get the results that you say you want, you have to do it day in and day out and be consistent with it, because the results will come if you are. If you're not and you sporadically eat clean, you're not going to end up seeing those results, right? You have to have more healthy days and more healthy meals by far than unhealthy meals to see the actual physical result. And that's where consistency plays a huge role, is doing it and making those hard decisions, even though you may want something, going in the route that you know you need versus what you want, even when you're not seeing the results yet, right? And that's a huge thing, which kind of ties into the next part with exercise. Like, nutrition and exercise have to be done day after day, on repeat, essentially, whether you see the physical results right then and there. Because if you are consistent with it and you are dedicated to it and you are putting in the time and the effort, the results will come as a byproduct. But in turn, if you go the opposite way and you're eating like shit, you skip workouts all the time, then you gaining weight is going to be that byproduct, and it's inevitable. Or if you're trying to put on muscle, you not gaining weight and not gaining muscle is going to be the byproduct, right? So you have to consistently make the right choice of what you need versus what you want, right? But let's go and move it on to exercise. It's not necessarily about how hard you can go in a single workout, right? It's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. The benefits of exercise compound over time. It's not the intensity necessarily, but the consistency of your workouts that truly reshapes your body and your mind, right? If you do a killer, workout, let's say you go run a marathon today, right? You ran 26 miles, you're going to burn a shit ton of calories. And yeah, that would be an amazing step. But then the rest of the week, you don't work out at all. Well, you got to realize that that balance isn't really going to be there. What happens the next week? You don't work out at all, or you do one killer workout. You got to realize there's 7 days in a week. If you're going off of, just a percentage base, 1 out of 7 is not going to be the best percentage for your weekly passing grade, essentially. If you did one workout for every 7 days, you're at like a 14, 15% grade for the week. That doesn't really add up, right? I know all of us have been to school and got, A's, B's, C's, and D's. Like, you're at an F minus if you only did one workout a week. You need to be trying to hit at minimum 3 days a week, right? That's at minimum. And I know if we were going like the grading route and stuff like that, that would be like a 45%. But that's if you're not normally working out, like 3 days a week will start your body and your mind in shaping what you need to do and burning the calories you need to start to see the results. But then realistically, that does not need to start ramping up to 4 to 5 days a week. Ideally, even 6 for some people. Now, a lot of people will ask, well, what about that 7th day? You need a rest day, right? Yeah, you do need a rest day from that individual muscle group. And we'll go into another podcast more in depth on that. But let's say if I hit chest today, I should not hit chest for the next 2 days. And that's, again, only if we're talking about lifting, like bodybuilding, hypertrophy lifting. If you're doing HIIT training and stuff like that, you can do it multiple times in a day because you're not breaking it down the same as if you were doing bodybuilding exercises. So technically, depending on the workout and the muscle groups and your fitness level, you can work out 7 days a week and still be healthy and not breaking down the body too much. It's how you do it. If you have the correct structure, you can healthily, if that's a word, work out 7 days a week and be completely fine. Now, if you're really lifting super heavy and you're, feeling it and your body's kind of telling you need to slow down, that 7th day doesn't mean you need to sit on the couch and eat potato chips and bonbons and watch TV and Netflix and chill. That 7th day's workout can actually be a hike outside, a walk outside, go for an outdoor run, whatever, do something that you wouldn't normally do in your daily life, in your daily activities, and go do that outdoors. Because that is still technically a workout, still exercise to some point. But you need to consistently push yourself and your body so that you can continue to see the results. If you slack off on nutrition or on fitness, your body will tell the truth. There is no hiding it. And while a great, hard, intense workout may feel good in the moment, that isn't necessarily what you have to do, right? If you can do that for every workout, by all means. But if you're not normally used to working out, by you committing to yourself and following through with it, your mindset will start to shift and you'll have a more positive feeling and reaction and thought process behind exercise and nutrition in general. But you need to consistently push yourself outside your comfort zone for a few weeks so that it becomes a habit. I think 21 days, something becomes a habit. So figure 3 weeks of you making something, working out 3 days a week, eating healthy. After 3 weeks, it doesn't seem as hard, right? So let's dive a little bit into the power of consistent mindset and the power of consistency with your mindset. Your thoughts are shaped by your actions, and your actions are shaped by habits, and your habits are shaped by your destiny. So let me say that again. I'll slow down. Your thoughts shape your actions shape your habits shape your destiny, right? So how you feel about something, your beliefs about something, your willingness to do something will shape the action that you take, right? Which will be, the thing that you actually do in that day. Now, your actions together consistently over time shape what becomes a habit. Like we were just talking about the 3 weeks, 21 days. So your actions, being consistent with it, shape your habits. Now, your habits, which is just something you do all the time, it doesn't seem like ain't no thing, right? Your habits shape your destiny. They shape your results. They shape you achieving goals or not achieving your goals. So it's the consistent nurturing of a growth mindset, of seeing challenges as opportunities, setbacks as stepping stones, that sets you on the path to success and to grow a more positive mindset and to push your limits, right? So you need to not think of as a failure, but think as a failure as a lesson of something not to do. Don't do it that way again. Or think of a challenge instead of being like, oh, why me? Be like, why not me? Let's get this. And same thing with setbacks. Like we all have setbacks. It doesn't matter what stage of life you're in, what age you are, what gender you are, anything like that. We all have setbacks. But those setbacks are what shape us, right? Overcoming those setbacks, overcoming those challenges allow us to grow as an individual. It allows us to grow stronger physically, emotionally, mentally, all to become the person that you are now and will be in the future. So the main thing is try to have a positive growth style mindset. And lastly, touching on personal development, personal growth isn't just an overnight phenomenon. It's a lifelong commitment. Consistent learning, reflection, action allow you to consistently improve, adapt, and grow, right? I'm going to say that again. Consistent learning, reflection, and action allow you to consistently improve, adapt, and grow. Because at the end of the day, you don't know everything. I don't know everything, right? The person that you look up to doesn't know everything. But the main thing is read, listen to podcasts, do things that are going to give you a lesson of the day or give you a nugget of knowledge, right? And then reflection that goes into, looking back on conversations you had with people. If someone rubbed you the wrong way, why did they rub you the wrong way? Think about what emotions were tied to that. Why? Learn and dive deep into yourself, right? Really, really look back on the day, your conversations with people, your interactions with people. You might learn something about yourself or someone else just by reflecting. right? If something triggered you, why did it trigger you? Allow it not to trigger you next time, or at least know why so you can, try to solve that problem. And then the action is from like kind of what I was just saying from reflection. Like after you reflect and you know what and why you thought certain ways, now you need to take actions and take a step on trying to improve yourself, right? Every book you read, every course you take, every new skill you learn, it adds to your tool belt. It adds to your arsenal, right? You should be growing stronger physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in your relationships every single day. And it doesn't mean you need to be the next Tony Robbins or the next guru with all the answers. It just means you need to be better than you were yesterday. And it could be by an inch, it could be by a centimeter. But the main thing is you were actively, I repeat, you are actively trying to improve the person that you are. But, consistency, it's tough. I mean, even for myself, like there's a lot that goes on in our lives, right? I mean, with us and me and Nick with the gym, we got families, girlfriend, Nick has a girlfriend, I have a wife and I have a daughter, and it's like you have a lot going on. But at the same time, are you making that an excuse? Or is that just an obstacle of your day that makes you stronger, right? Trying to figure out how to get everything done in the day, for me, I look at it as like a challenge. Like, let's get it. Like, okay, I can make this work if I move this here. And I plan my day out. I don't just take my day on the fly. If you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure for the day, right? You need to have a plan, a game plan for how to get to your goals, and a game plan for the month, a game plan for the week, a game plan for the day. Track it, reflect it, improve it. But consistency is a thread that, it weaves all aspects of life together for us. It's the key that turns dreams into reality. It truly is. It's the fuel for success of an engine, right? It's the fuel of the success engine. It's whether maintaining a healthy diet or just like sticking to your workout regimens or cultivating a growth mindset or just investing in your personal development, consistency, I promise you, is going to be your biggest ally, right? It is going to be your biggest ally. But not being consistent is going to be your worst enemy. Be consistent, your life is going to feel like everything's just running in flow state. Don't be consistent, you're going to feel like you're running uphill every single day. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. We don't strive at the gym, we don't strive for perfection. We strive for greatness. We strive for results. We strive for progress, right? And that's in your daily improvement. But consistency doesn't mean that you're never messing up. It just means, and I quote our motto, it just means that you're never giving up. If you have an off day and off week, fuck it, everyone does. But you need to get back up, dust your pants off, and get back in the game. Even if you stumble, keep going. If you get punched by life, take it and be like, let's go, round 2. As the old saying goes, slow and steady wins the race. Realize that life is a marathon. You don't need to be where someone else is today or tomorrow in their journey. You're on your own individual journey. Realize that. So go do the things that you need to do day in and day out. And if you consistently try to improve those things and improve yourself, improve your nutrition, improve your exercising and your fitness, improve your mindset, and you're improving just your personal development and your personal growth, your life is going to improve over time. Each year should be a better year for you. Are you going to have messed up years? Of course. But that's okay. That's life. The next year will be better and then better and better. Realize there's no straight line to success. It's an up and down wave. But the main thing is that you don't let the down stay a down, right? Knowing a down is just a down. Those challenges as you're facing them will allow you to come back up even higher than the last time you were up. So to wrap up this episode of the Strive Tribe podcast and your journey to success, and realizing it is a marathon, not a sprint, equip yourself with the power of consistency. And I promise you'll go the distance. But until next time, keep striving, guys. And I hope that you guys, if you have any requests for, a topic, whether it's Mindset Cafe or, fitness in general, shoot us a DM or shoot myself or Nick a DM or, let us know, send us an email. All the contact information is at the bottom of the podcast. But with that, have a great night and great morning or great afternoon whenever you listen to this. And till next time, guys, later.